Every single person in tech at some point in their lives thought about working in big tech. Whilst this dream can be very nice to have, it's not everybody that makes it to working in big tech. People tend to start their journey in tech from very little companies and then rise up the ranks to work in a big tech startup. However, lately, you don't necessarily have to start from working in a small company to be able to make it into a big company, and people can just go straight working in big tech without necessarily starting from a startup. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 reasons why I love working in a small company, and maybe you may be interested in working in a small company as well. Click on the subscribe button so we can get started. So a quick introduction is that my name is Hannah and I work as a software developer in Accra, Ghana. I've been working in a small company for about 2 years now, and I think that working in a small company is really not such a bad idea, and you can gain a lot of experience and a lot of things that I'm going to be sharing with you in today's video. My favorite part about working in a small company is about how fast things move in the company. So in a big company, you have like a lot of hierarchy and you have like a lot of ranks to consider for approval before any product or any project is approved or even deployed to production where customers can really use. But in a small company, things are fast in a sense that the hierarchy is not so wide and you don't really need a long process for approvals or for deployments. Things are really fast paced because the channel of approvals are really shorter and the duration is relatively shorter than it would be in a big company. The next thing I'm going to be mentioning is about growth. So working in a small company, the avenue for growth is really wide. Like you have a lot of opportunity to help you to grow. Mind you that people who run these small companies are really interested in each person's growth and not necessarily only the growth of the company. So they want to develop as much human resources just as much as they are developing the company. They put in deliberate efforts to train people to get good skills or standardized skills to help them to build the product that they want to build. So if it has to do with gaining of skills, training, tutorials, organizing of meetings to be able to help each other out, testing how to collaborate with people on a team, testing how you communicate, being in a small company presents such a good opportunity if that is what you really want to do, because they really have the time and the resources, and all of these efforts are deliberate. It's definitely safe to say that being in a big company, even though you have opportunity to collaborate with other people on a team, is not as deliberate as it would be in a smaller company. It comes to no surprise when someone is very little in the industry but has a very high rank in a company, because the company is small. They get to get promoted very fast. They get to try out managerial roles and they can test how it feels to be a project manager or a product manager just because they are working in a smaller team, and they can grow out of these trainings. So I really love this idea of growth and learning when I'm working in a small company. So the third point. So typically most tech startups that are coming up are about 20 to 50 people, and it's not so difficult maneuvering your way around these people, meaning that you can be able to collaborate with as many people as possible compared to working in a big company. The point that I'm going to be talking about is really key to anyone who has been thinking of becoming an entrepreneur for a while. Getting the opportunity to have knowledge or mentorship from a founder or someone who is a CEO is really good, and working in a tech startup presents such an amazing opportunity to learn everything you can possibly learn about being an entrepreneur. Lots of people join these companies not necessarily with the idea of becoming entrepreneurs themselves, but really take it out of the equation when you are talking about the things that you get to know when you are in a small company, because you are literally in direct access with the person who owns the company, person who funds the company, who manages the company, the CTO. Everybody is really at your disposal, and gaining such entrepreneurial information is really good, and it's literally at your doorstep. A lot of these companies run an open door policy, meaning that you can walk into anybody's office and ask any question that you need, and meaning that if you are someone who has entrepreneurial spirit, get enough mentorship, guidance, and even try out your ideas with the firm. I know of situations where people join tech companies and they get to try out their products, or they get to liaise with the companies to their clients, like their personal clients, and then they can work with them to and have a split in the shares or in the profits that they make from whatever collaborations they bring. So it's like you work with this company, but you have a client from outside the company that you would really want to bring on board to the company. So any profit that comes out of this collaboration or this project, you get to have a part of it. So it's really good, and it's really a good ground for anybody who wants to really own their own company. And being a small company really presents a good breeding ground for all that. You get to know about taxes, laws that govern businesses, and all these necessary information that you really need to know if you really want to start a company. Yeah, my takes about why I love working in a small company, and maybe someday I can present to you why I really love working in a big company when I get into a big company. Until then, I will see you in my next video, and it's bye for now. Bye.